Good morning, and it is morning, and well, it's late morning, but I still look like a sea hag, so you get the coffee mug. It is late morning, courtesy of this. We tore up every smoke detector in the house yesterday trying to figure out where the goddamn infernal beeping was coming from. I bought a new smoke detector for one of the older ones because we figured it needed to be replaced, and nothing worked. All new batteries, new smoke detector, and it was this stupid little thing in the corner, driving everyone insane. So it's a late morning today, because at 2 a.m. I just could not sleep. But let's get on with it. So, all month long you're going to see these two cards, the Hermit and Death, because of course we are still in a 9-year, and we are experiencing a 13-4 universal month. So those numbers are going to underpin and modify everything. And just to recap, this month is the energy is going to continue to support bringing themes of transformation and closure, releasing old patterns, and rebuilding stronger foundations. That's going to be a constant theme all month. So for those with no patience, the too long didn't read version of this, the key themes for the week are clarity and renewal today, awakening and purpose on the 7th, completion and celebration on the 8th, new beginnings and adventure on the 9th, bold leadership and vision on the 10th, confidence and attraction on the 11th, and passion and pursuit of goals on the 12th. For those of you with longer attention spans, let's break it down. So today's energy is under a universal 19-1. 19 is a karmic number. It is typically thought of as a number of karmic blessings. Now, what I've found about this particular energy vibration is that the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. I think Gloria Steinem said that. But that, for me, seems to be the energy of this vibration. The sun illuminates everything. So today's a day that supports, within a 13-4 month, is a day that supports learning the truth about things. It supports being enlightened. And sometimes that can make you angry, but you're always better off for it in the end. It also suggests stepping forward with confidence. You're on the right path. If you needed a sign, here's your sign. And ultimately, today is about embracing your power and shining a bright light. Tomorrow, we vibrate to a universal 20, which is symbolized by the Judgment card. And Judgment is about awakening and purpose and hearing the call. So the 20 vibration, along with the Judgment card, they speak about spiritual awakening and clarity. It emphasizes intuition, emotional balance, and making choices that align with your higher purpose. And it can involve life-changing decisions and revelations tomorrow. It supports reflecting on the past in order to move forward and aligning with your true purpose. So listen to your inner calling tomorrow. Tuesday vibrates to a universal 21-3, which is symbolized by the world. It would help if I put the right card down. Now, when 21 shows up, that's all about starting a new chapter. For some of us, it's going to be about closing one book and opening a whole new one. But basically, when you have a 21-3 vibration show up, you're moving forward with a lot of increased speed and optimism. You feel pretty good. You have a lot of ideas. You have renewed energy, especially during a 13-4 month. People tend to focus a lot on the endings in 13, but they forget about the beginnings. So today's big themes are going to be completion of significant cycles for some folks, recognition of accomplishments, and stepping forward with creativity and joy, a greater sense of resourcefulness, just feeling lighter. And celebrate your achievements. Acknowledge, especially if you're having a low time, acknowledge how far you've come today before you move on to other things. Wednesday is symbolized by the Fool because we vibrate to a Master 22. Master numbers tend to be spicy. And so the energy on master number days can be a little unpredictable. So on Wednesday, the energy, the universal 22 day energy invites you to embrace new beginnings. That's what it supports. It supports sticking your neck out into a place where you don't necessarily feel comfortable, but you're going to have to. Okay, the Fool doesn't really experience a lot of discomfort because he's just bright and enthusiastic and he just goes and does. And that's what 22 encourages. 22 is the master builder, and it encourages, solid foundations, which is supported by the 4 vibration of April, because 13 reduces to 4. But it supports moving forward without an operator's manual. It supports new adventures and fresh starts, balancing your intuition with practical things, and trusting the journey, even if the path is unclear. Now, Thursday vibrates to a 23, which is symbolized by the King of Wands. And the King of Wands takes charge of things. And the 23 during a 13-month calls for adapting to changes with creativity and enthusiasm, because this is a very extroverted, take charge, dynamic sort of force, 23. And it's hard to screw it up. You can Mr. Magoo your way through everything on a 23 day and still come out on top. It supports big picture thinking and taking charge, embracing creative leadership, and acting with passion and purpose. So today is a day to get up off the couch. Don't sit on your ass. Go and do the thing. So now Friday vibrates to a 24-6. And this is symbolized by the Queen of Wands. And I like this particular Queen of Wands in this deck that I have, because not only does she have a big club, but she's got her tits out, man. She means business. This queen stands in her power and takes no shit. And during a 13-4 month of transformation, she teaches us the power of confidence. She's also an attractor. And during a month devoted to endings and transformation, she can bring in some pretty powerful things. So today supports radiating confidence and personal power, balancing creativity with nurturing energy, and attracting opportunities through authenticity. Be your weird self. And this queen is kind of a bitch, but she uses her powers for good. Now, Saturday vibrates to a 25-7, which is symbolized by the Knight of Wands. Saturday is about fearless action. 25 is about pursuing goals with enthusiasm. And 7, of course, is about reaching in through the fog for answers. It's about analysis. It's about results. It's also about stepping back out of the crowd while you do your thing and observing. So because 25 is about jumping in and 7, of course, is about stepping back, there's a little bit of conflict in this night. It can be an impulsive energy. And it can be largely solitary. So you could be on your own in this one on Saturday. But it does support taking big steps towards making things a reality. It supports embracing adventure and spontaneity. And it supports balancing passion with reflection. And it's a day to pursue the things that light you up. And to be courageous. The Knight of Wands is also brave and kind of, sometimes I feel like he has a little bit of brave but stupid energy to him. He's not afraid to open up his mouth and say something and then just kind of deal with it later. But that's the energy for the week, folks, and that's all I got. So remember, as you move forward in life, let shit unfold and be excellent to each other.